The fastest way to make someone lose interest on a first date is to give them the entire story of who you are. Continuing the series, The Invisible Magnet Principle, this is part 2. This time, the story happens on a first date where total transparency destroys the mystery. You are sitting at a dimly lit corner table of a busy cocktail bar. The conversation is flowing beautifully, and you feel an intense, immediate spark. To keep this momentum alive, you lean forward and decide to lay all your cards on the table. When she asks about your past, you don't just answer the question lightly. You dive into a 30-minute monologue about your last major heartbreak. You explain every detail of your family dynamics, your childhood struggles, and your deepest insecurities. You outline your exact 5-year plan, including marriage, career goals, and where you want to buy a house. You think this radical honesty proves you are genuine, emotionally available, and entirely trustworthy. In your mind, you are building an unbreakable foundation of intimacy. But watch what happens to her body language as you continue to spill every secret. Her eyes start to drift toward the ice melting in her glass. Her polite nods slow down, and her responses shrink to simple one-word murmurs. The electric tension that existed 20 minutes ago completely evaporates. By treating the date like a therapy session, you have completely removed the thrill of discovery. You handed her a fully assembled puzzle and left nothing for her to figure out. The human brain is not wired to obsess over things it completely understands. When there are no blanks left to fill, curiosity flatlines. She already knows exactly how you tick, what you fear, and what you desperately want. The date ends with a friendly, predictable hug near the doorway. She says it was really nice meeting you, but her voice lacks any real enthusiasm. You walk to your car feeling a strange emptiness. You gave her everything, yet she somehow pulled further away. And over the next few days, her texts become sporadic and painfully polite. And you wonder if you said something offensive. And you wonder if you were too intense or just not her type. And you didn't offend her at all. And you simply suffocated the attraction with absolute certainty. And you forgot that desire requires empty space to breathe. And you stripped away all the necessary friction that makes romance compelling. And you turned an exciting exploration into a predictable reading of a resume. Net. Absolute predictability is the death of romantic tension. The dynamic completely changes when you master the psychological art of cognitive dissonance and the open loop. Next time, we talked about introducing tension through disagreement, but today we look at the power of narrative restraint. Leon Festinger's theory of cognitive dissonance shows that the brain is driven to resolve incomplete or conflicting information. When a story is missing key pieces, the mind becomes obsessed with finding the answers. NIT works exactly like a gripping television series that ends an episode on a major cliffhanger. And the unresolved tension forces the viewer to keep watching. And if you reveal your entire life story immediately, the season finale plays in the first 5 minutes. There is no cognitive dissonance, no suspense, and absolutely no reason for her to invest mental energy into you. New true. Attraction acts like an invisible magnet that feeds on missing information. When you share just enough to be intriguing but withhold the deepest layers, you create a cognitive gap. New. Brain notices this gap and instinctively tries to cross it. She has to wonder what you are thinking. She has to analyze your brief answers and guess the depth beneath them. NBI. Holding back your full story. You force her imagination to do the heavy lifting. You become an unsolved mystery, and people always chase mysteries. Rewind back to that same dimly lit corner table at the busy cocktail bar. The conversation is flowing beautifully, and the initial spark is undeniably strong. She takes a sip of her drink and asks you a deep question about your past relationships or your family. Instead of launching into a heavy, 30-minute monologue, you pause. You offer a warm, confident smile and give a truthful but completely abbreviated answer. I've learned a lot of hard lessons along the way, you say casually, but I like to focus on where I'm going next. You deliberately leave out the tragic details, the childhood struggles, and the grand 5-year plans. You toss the conversational ball right back to her with a playful question of your own. Notice the immediate shift in her reaction. Her eyes do not drift down to the ice melting in her glass. She leans forward even more, her attention locking sharply onto you. You just gave her a glimpse of depth without handing her the entire map. Her brain instantly registers that there is a boundary here, a locked door she hasn't earned the key to yet. This missing information creates an irresistible open loop. She feels both connected to your warmth and frustrated by the boundary. That tiny frustration is pure, magnetic tension. As the night continues, you stay engaged, present and genuinely interested in her stories. But you protect your own inner world with calm restraint. You don't try to prove you are the perfect, fully evolved partner. You just exist comfortably in the unknown space. When the date ends, you share that same friendly hug near the doorway. But the energy feels entirely different. Her embrace lingers for a fraction of a second longer. She looks at you with a lingering curiosity, realizing she barely scratched the surface of who you are. You walk to your car feeling energized, knowing you held your own frame. You didn't sell yourself. You simply allowed yourself to be discovered. The next morning, her name pops up on your phone screen. Bright and early. Nesh initiates contact because her brain has been spinning all night trying to fill in the blanks you left behind. Nair. Mind is already trying to figure out how to get you to open up more on the next date. NBI. Saying less. You made your presence mean infinitely more. You transformed a standard date into an intoxicating challenge. Nair. Investment skyrockets because you let her earn her way into your story. The invisible magnet is pulling harder than ever before. Nand. She has absolutely no idea why she feels so drawn to you. You can start practicing this narrative restraint the next time you meet someone new. And before the date begins. Mentally identify 3 deeply personal topics you will actively avoid discussing. And keep your past traumas, your intense future obsessions, and your deepest anxieties completely off the table. Nif. They naturally ask a question related to these areas. Practice the art of the brief. Warm pivot. And give a 1-sentence. High-level summary. And then immediately redirect the conversation outward with genuine curiosity about them. And do not apologize for keeping things light. And treat your personal history like a highly exclusive club that requires time to enter. And this forces the other person to realize that your trust is valuable and must be earned through consistent effort. Nit trains you to be comfortable with silence and mystery. New. Learn to rely on your presence rather than relying on your trauma to build a connection. New. Stop treating a first date like an audition for your entire life. An attraction is not built by handing someone a fully completed picture of your soul. Nit is built by handing them a single, intriguing piece and letting them wonder about the rest. Most magnetic people are the ones who are in no rush to be fully understood. They know that certainty kills desire. And this little bit of mystery makes the connection far more interesting. Stop rushing to prove that you are emotionally available by spilling your secrets. Let them wonder. Let them guess. Allow the cognitive dissonance to do the heavy lifting for you. When she sits there looking at the ice in her glass, what parts of your story are you brave enough to hold back?